And hello guys, so we're back, so it's part 9 of the Pokemon Let's Play. So, we're in Vermillion City, riding around on our fancy new bicycle. See, last part we managed to beat, what's his face? Lieutenant Surge, we got the new gym badge, we cleared up a bunch of the trainers on the right. And yeah, we got a way to be able to cut down those trees. So in this part, as you remember, there was that, tree back in Cerulean City that we need to cut down, because that is actually where we need to go next. However, you don't want to go there just yet. You can go there, but I recommend not going there. The first thing you should do is go to Vermillion City and go into the Diglett Tunnel. There's a reason why you want to go this way. So go into Diglett Tunnel. I'm going to put on some repels just because I don't want to encounter any Digletts. There's actually I think it's like a 1% chance you can actually encounter a Dugtrio as well, which is the evolved version of Diglett. But yeah, we don't need any of those or want any of those, so let's avoid them as much as we can. Yeah, so I think I mentioned a couple parts ago, this takes you back to Vermillion City. So you talk to this guy, he says, I went to Rock Tunnel, but it's dark and scary. If a Pokemon Flash could light it up. So yeah, that's correct. So but the guy is saying that the next place we need to go is the Rock Tunnel. If we were to go to the Rock Tunnel now, which is east of Cerulean City, it would be completely black, and we would need a HM called Flash that would be able to light the way for us. So which is why you want to go this way. So you can only go this way. Well, you can only go this way to be any use if you have HM01 cut. So make sure you bring your HM slave with cut on it if you're gonna go here. So if you talk to this guy, he's like, I think Pokemon can't fight, but it can still use moves like cut. So this guy's just a random guy. This guy's quite interesting. I'm looking for a Clefairy. Want to trade him for Mr. Mime? So yes. This guy trades you a Mr. Mime for a Clefairy. This is the only way in the game to get Mr. Mime in Generation 1. Yeah, for some reason, this is the only way you can get it. So, if you want to complete the Pokedex in Pokemon Yellow, you want to catch a Clefairy and trade this guy for it. I just want to put this out there because some people don't know where to catch Mr. Mime. It's not the best Pokemon in the world, but Psychic type, you know, Psychic types in this game are really overpowered, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So yeah, if you want to get Mr. Mime for your team, it's not a bad team. Not a bad Pokemon, just because of its type, basically. So we use cut to cut away this tree. Just keep going down here. And you want to talk to this guy. This guy's really important. You want to talk to this guy. So this guy's like, hi, remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aide. If you caught 10 kinds of Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you an HM05. So have you caught at least 10 kinds of Pokemon? I think I have, so I'm just going to say yes. Great, you've caught 10 kinds of Pokemon. Congratulations, here you go. So yes, make sure you have caught at least 10 kinds of Pokemon. At this point in the game, you should have caught at least 10 kinds of Pokemon. If you haven't, then you're playing the game wrong, I'm sorry. But yes, he'll give you HM05 Flash, which isn't compulsory, to be fair. But it is important to, and helpful to get through the next cave dungeon kind of place. If you go down to the south, there's an item here, it's a HP up. HP ups increases the HP of a Pokemon, there's more items here. Another Moonstone, so if you want to evolve a Nidorino, or your Clefairy into Clefable, then yeah, there's another Moonstone here, so make sure to pick that up. So if we cut down this tree... Okay, let's hop on our bike actually, just to speed things up a bit. Unfortunately, in this game, you can't register an item to a button. If only you could, because then that would make it so much easier, but yeah, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. So you just go up here, and I think this takes you back... Wait, where does this go? Oh, this is back to Vermillion Forest. We don't go back this way. No. Let me cut back to where we're supposed to go. So I'll see you in a second. And we're back. So, I just pretty much went back up north to where Diglett Cave was. That's where Diglett Cave is there. If you cut this tree, I was thinking of the other tree. If you cut this tree, this will take you back to Pewter City. So yes, if you want to go back to Pewter City or go back to Vermillion, or I mean Viridian, for whatever reason, you have to go this way because you can't go back the other way through Mount Moon. From Cerulean City. This is the only way if you want to go back to Pewter City. So please take cautious of that. You will be able to go back to Pewter City another way, but until then, this is the only way you can go back. But yeah, if you remember this museum place I showed back in like part 2, part 3, yeah, once you got cut, you can go through the back door. This isn't compulsory, but it's quite special. If you talk to this guy, there's an item here, the amber, it's clear and gold. If you talk to this guy... Shh! I think this chunk of amber contains a Pokemon DNA. It'd be great if a Pokemon could be resurrected from it. But my colleagues just ignore me, so I have a favour to ask. Take this to a Pokemon lab and get examined. So yeah, he gives you the old amber. The old amber lets you revive another fossil Pokemon that you already have a fossil from whatever one you took from the Super Nerd. But yeah, with that Amber fossil, you'll now be able to revive another Pokemon, Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is a really good Pokemon. One of the best Pokemon in the game, actually, in my opinion, in Generation 1. Unfortunately, because you aren't able to revive Pokemon for such a long time, it's a bit unfortunate. By the time you get it, it'll be very hard for you to train it to be able to train it to a good enough level that you can use it. So that's the problem. So otherwise, I would definitely use this Pokemon on my team if it wasn't for the fact that you're unable to revive Pokemon, well, fossil Pokemon for such a long part of the game. But yes, let's go back into Diglett Tunnel, and yeah, now that we've got HM05 Flash, let's say we go back to Cerulean City, because that's where we're going to go next now that we've got our HM, so I'll see you there. Let's go. And we're back. So before we head off to the east, if you remember, I think I showed you this house before, like once again in an earlier part. I'm not sure if you remember or not, but this is the Pokemon Adoption Center. So if you come here after you've gotten your third gym badge from Lieutenant Surge, if you talk to this woman, I take care of injured Pokemon. I nurse his Bulbasaur back to health. It needs a good training to take care of it now. I know, would you like to take care of his Bulbasaur? So if you say yes, and you get a Bulbasaur. So, you now finally have all 3 of the original Generation 1 starters. Remember when I said that if only there was a way to get all 3 starters? Well, there you go. We've now finally got Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. Unfortunately, Bulbasaur will not be part of my team. I was thinking of using it on my team, but a lot of people tend to use all the starter Pokemon on a team. I mean, I can't blame them, because obviously these are really rare and unique Pokemon. So a lot of people would tend to use these Pokemon, but I don't want to do that. Although Grass type is a decent typing in this game, unfortunately I won't be using Bulbasaur on my team. So I'm sorry, buddy. You're going in the box. So Squirtle and Bulbasaur will be out of action for this playthrough. Only Charmander, or now Charmeleon, will get the spotlight in this playthrough. But yeah, I like the fact that Pokemon Yellow allows you to have the variation of being able to have all 3 starters compared to the original where you can only pick 1. So that's pretty cool after all. So yeah. But that I digress. Now that we've shown that off, now we can finally progress to the east side where that tree was blocking our way for such a long time. So if you go this way, use your HM slave, wherever it is, Sandshrew, cut, and boom. This will take you on the next way. Now, on this pathway, there's going to be a lot of trainers. I recommend, as usual, to battle every single one of them because, well, experience is always great, right? So I'm going to speed this part up because, yeah, there is actually a lot of trainers. So I'll see you guys when we are done, I guess. So let's go. done. So, finally got through the mob of trainers, and luckily, there just happens to be a Pokemon Center just outside the tunnel. They knew what they were doing. They were expecting this. But yeah, let's go heal up our Pokemon. But yeah, I was wanting to talk over the whole bunch of trainers, but I just felt that I don't know. I don't think that was really a necessary thing. But yeah, I'll have plenty to talk about next anyway, because the part's not going to end here. So no, don't want to talk again. God's sake. I forgot. Do any of these guys give us anything? I don't know. The element of type makes things stronger. No. I sold a useless nugget for 5,000. Yep, that's what nuggets do. If you didn't know that before, well, now you do. But yeah. Oh, wait, there's one more trainer. We can talk over this one. So, yeah. I might as well talk about my experiences. Actually, before we do that, Gyarados is easily one of our strongest partners in our team now. I forgot what level it got it at, but it learned Dragon Rage at level, God knows, but I don't know, whatever level it learned it at. But yeah, Dragon Rage. It's the only Dragon type move in this game. The weird thing is, Dragon Rage, it's a special kind of move. Dragon Rage is similar to Sonic Boom. It only deals a set amount of damage. It only deals 40 damage. At the beginning of the game, 40 damage is incredible. Dragon Rage is going to be one of the most powerful moves you'll have for quite a long time. But near the end of the game, Dragon Rage becomes a bit useless. But until then, Dragon Rage is a must-have move. I think Gyarados is the only Pokemon in this game that can learn it. So yeah, make sure to pick it up when it does pop up. I think it's like level 21, 22. It learns that, so it learns it pretty early. So yeah. Another thing. So we never talked about stats and typing, I guess. So every Pokemon either has one types or two types. And each type either resists another or is weak against another. If it's resistant, that means the Pokemon will take half the amount of damage it should have taken. If it's weak against it, it will take double the amount of damage that it should have taken. As you can see, every Pokemon has attack, defense, speed, and special. Later on, it would get more complex, but in the very first set of games, it was very basic. So attack is the amount of damage you do with a physical attack. Defense is the amount of damage you take from an enemy, obviously. And speed is obviously, it decides who goes first, who goes second. And special is the amount of damage you do to a special attack. Now, what decides what is a physical attack and what is a special attack in this game is completely different in the future games. A physical attack in this game is all decided on types. So depending on what type of move it is, it will be either physical or special. So normal types, fighting types, bug types, and rock types and ground types are all classified as physical attacks. If you're using water, fire, grass, electric, ghost, psychic, or poison, it will classify as a special type. So yes, make sure to put that into consideration when teaching your Pokemon moves, because obviously you want to teach your Pokemon moves that are good. That are good for each stat. For example, Gyarados is really good in physical attacks. So obviously, teaching Gyarados, for example, water attacks, you may seem to think that's good. It might not necessarily be that good, because of the fact is that water attacks are classified as special, and Gyarados isn't actually that good in special attacks compared to his physical attacks. However, you also need to take in consideration about same type attack bonus. So even though, as you saw, Gyarados had like 15 less special attack than it did attack, if you multiply that special attack by 1.5, if you're using Bubble Beam, it will be better. So technically, it's still better to teach Gyarados water type moves than it is to teach him normal type moves, for example. But it's just an example anyway. So some Pokemon are completely different. So you know, so teaching Gyarados physical type moves like maybe Body Slam or Bite isn't a bad idea, because it's very good in the physical genre. Pikachu's good in special attacks, so obviously it'd be really good with using Thunderbolt, Thunder Shock, but it might not be that good in using Body Slam, Slam, Quick Attack, or Tackle as an example. But yes, enough of that. I'm sure you've got the gist of it. It's not really that big of a deal in Generation 1, and it changes later on in the later games. But anyway, we're finally at the dungeon, so let's take a look inside, shall we? So when you first go inside, as you can see, it is completely pitch black. This is why you want to get HM05 Flash. You don't have to. I mean, if you want to just crawl around and figured the way out yourself, you can do that. It would take you a long time though. It would take you a long time. So I recommend getting Flash heavily. So, you know, or you could just get a map off the internet and just follow that, because that works too. I used to do that personally. But yeah, let's use a repel so we don't get encountered in wild Pokemon. And let's teach HM05 Flash. And there's only one Pokemon that can learn Flash, and of course, who would it be? It'd be my Pikachu. Pikachu's actually useful. Remember, when you teach a HM move to a Pokemon in this game, once you've taught it, you cannot delete it ever again, so be careful when you're teaching a Pokemon a certain HM move. Flash is probably one of the worst HM moves ever. It was so bad that they got rid of it in the later games. Literally, it was so bad that they got rid of the HM move completely in the later games. But in this game, it's compulsory. Well, it's not compulsory, but it's recommended. If you want to know what Flash does as a battle move, it does nothing. It lowers the accuracy of the opponent by 1 level, but to be honest, that's terrible. So yeah, it's a really crap move, and I don't recommend it at all. So this is why I'm teaching the Pikachu, because, you know, I don't care about Pikachu whatsoever. So we've got Mankey in the front, and let's see what this first trainer has to say. So let's go. Yeah, so this will probably be the last battle for this, and the last battle, and just the last part of the last bit of the part, because I want to save Rock Tunnel for the next part. And oh boy, you have no idea how much I want to talk about the Rock Tunnel. I have horrible memories of the Rock Tunnel. In fact, this is probably the worst part of the game for me. So yeah, I'll definitely get around to talking about this in the next part, because we're definitely not going to finish the Rock Tunnel in this part. We've gone on for quite a long time. We've done a lot of things already, so that's pretty good. So made a lot of progress, got a nice bit of XP by killing all those trainers on the way to the Rock Tunnel. It's always good. Mankey to level 27, nice. What's it trying to learn? Trying to learn Focus Energy. Focus Energy increases the chances of you getting a critical hit by 1 level. However, since I've got Karate Chop, I don't really need Focus Energy, because Karate Chop pretty much critical hits every turn anyway. So I'm going to send out Slowpoke. I want to keep Mankey out, why not? Karate Chop one more time. Critical hit. Season Confusion. Oh, jeez. Confusion is a Psychic type move. It's really strong against Mankey, which is a fighting type, so I might have to switch out here. I'll probably switch out to Gyarados. It's funny because Magikarp was once upon a time one of my weakest members. Now Gyarados is easily one of my strongest party members. So yeah. Speaking of party members, we'll be getting close to getting a new Pokemon for our team in the next, probably the next part, maybe the next part or the part after that. But yeah, we're definitely really close to getting the next Pokemon on our team. So don't worry about that. We'll get it soon. So you could probably have a guess what it could be. I'm not sure if it's completely obvious. Some people might have a guess at it, but I don't think it's that obvious in my opinion. There's some people, if you want to have a guess, leave in the comments below. But yeah, so we just wanted to have a shot against that. I think it was a super nerd or a scientist, whatever it was. But yeah, now that we've done that, we've finally gotten our way to the Rock Tunnel. We got ourselves a Bulbasaur. We're not using him, but we got a Bulbasaur. What else did we do? We beat a bunch of trainers, got a lot of XP, and yeah, so next part, we're going to venture our way through this dark cave. Well, not so dark cave with Flash and our lovely Pikachu. But yeah, we'll venture on through the Rock Tunnel in the next part, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys again, and have a good day. Peace out.